MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Texas Rangers and the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Sam Gaviglio is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Toronto. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
Standing in, Matt Duffy, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. Shin-Soo Choo is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. Gaviglio has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often. Ouch, that one hit him.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher. Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
And that finds its way through for a base hit.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Just gets a piece of it, strike one. He comes into this one at 248. 8 home runs, and he's driven in 24. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Choo at second. Calhoun is over at first with 1 away. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. So it's first and second with 2 men gone. And into bat next, it'll be Tyler Naquin. No balls and a strike to count. Ready with the 0-1. Naquin tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better. Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. And the run will score as the Rangers strike first to lead it 1-0.
Boy, Dero, so close to getting the strikeout there. Needed to make one more pitch and didn't throw a good enough breaking ball there with 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's what you pray for from an offensive standpoint. You try and pick up that red spinning dot that constitutes slider coming in there, and then you hope it doesn't fall off the table. He was able to get it.
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Batting seven, the catcher, Robinson Chirino.
So now to the plate, Robinson Chirinos, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning, and he'll just step on third, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Rangers 2, the Jays nothing. Chase Anderson, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Batting second, the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Now here's the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a base hit on the line. And this one bounds around against the wall.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Row, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there, not putting his head down.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the second baseman, Nick Solak. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Hey, D-Row, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
Batting ninth.
Now in the box, Anderson Tejeda. A swing and a ground ball to third. And he's going to beat the offline throw to first as the first baseman couldn't get the foot back in time. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. He's running, hit back up the middle. Mondesi brings it in. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Now batting.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Choo hits a little over the 270 mark. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. So striding forward now, Willie Calhoun. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Strike one to start the at-bat. Softly on a line to third. And he is out on the tag. Rangers leave a pair. They're up 2-0. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter to Oscar Hernandez as he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. Fellas, this Rangers ball club, as they begin play, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Bo Bichette, one of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. Striding in, Salvador Perez. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. 0-2, here it comes. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Randall Grichuk at the plate now as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
What a terrific month this guy had last month, hitting over 350. If he can continue at this pace, he's got a legitimate shot to win a batting title.
A runner on first with 2 away. Swung on and chopped out to the shortstop. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for Toronto. They trail things here 2-0. At the plate, Danny Santana. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Fans, summer's almost here. The temperatures are heating up. The kids are out of school. What better way to spend those summer nights than here at the ballpark with a 6 or 10 game mini plan? You'll save as much as 30% as compared to...
Here's the pitch.
Ball one. Counts 1-0.
Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, 1-1.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
1-2, here it comes. Hit down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going to hold calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Into the box, Hunter Cole, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. So first and second with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the catcher Robinson Chirinos. 0-1 the count. Runners are at first and second with 1 away, and he falls behind 0-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the run will score from second here as this is now a 3-0 game.
Whoa, that ball was close, whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Nick Solak comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Hit on the ground toward the left. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2 D-roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury in the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player. Just to battle. 0-2's a tough spot to be in. He battled.
And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Third base.
Ready for another chance? Matt Duffy. An error allowed him to reach base in his last appearance. No balls and a strike to count. Swing and a liner. Foul. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Rangers 4. Brandon Drury will bat next as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Swung on and chopped toward the hole. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Now to the plate, Kelvin Gutierrez. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. Liner towards second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi. Here's a little chopper up the middle. He's got to hurry. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3-pitch inning, and the all set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder Shin-Soo Choo. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Waiting on it is Hernandez, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 5.
1 gone in the Texas 4th, and into bat next, former Dodger minor leaguer Willie Calhoun. Pulled toward right center field. Springer on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batter.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Danny Santana. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Santana will take the turn and head for second now. And maybe some miscommunication there as the throw zips right by him. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Now back.
So here's Tyler Naquin as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One left for Texas, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Back goes Chu to the track. And this will get all the way out toward the 375 sign now.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking two until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hard ground ball to third. He's got it. One there. On to first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings. And there are 2 away now. Stepping into the box to Oscar Hernandez. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Sharply hit ball back up the middle. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2. So we'll go a little deeper into the bottom of the 4th as that extends the inning. So a line drive single to center makes it 2 hits for him this afternoon. And as we call on the team leaderboard, you can see that he currently paces the Blue Jays in that category. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Naquin's under it. And that's the 3rd out. Blue Jays held in check. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. All ready to go in the top of the 5th and standing. the rookie outfielder, Hunter Cole.
Hunter.
First pitch on its way.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Drury has room in foul territory. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Liner toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Around second now and headed for third. And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw.
Other than a home run, there aren't a whole lot of better ways to start an inning than a triple. Pretty good chance of at least getting one run in this inning now.
A line shot to third base. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the one out. Ready once again, Nick Solak. A fly out and a single for him so far. No balls and one strike. Now the 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. But the throw pulls him off the bag as he can't get a foot back in time, and the run will score.
You know, D-Roll, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base. No one.
The third baseman,
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Duffy. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Shin-Soo Choo is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Reined in. And the throw is off target there, so he'll reach first base safely. And here's the former prize Dodger prospect, Willie Calhoun. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
2 out, bases loaded. Now a flare out to left center. Gutierrez ranging into the outfield, and add one more as this is now a 6-0 ball game. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. The run scores from second. It's 7-0.
Errors are going to happen even at this level, but you'd like to limit them to times when they don't hurt you too much. Well, so much for that. The error brings 2 runs across the plate, so that did really sting.
So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Swing, and he popped him up. Over in foul territory, back behind third. Guerrero is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. 7 of their at-bats have resulted in first pitch outs. So he said they need to find ways to get better pitches to swing at early in the count. That, or change their approach and work themselves into deeper counts where they might get more chances to hit a mistake pitch. Either way, they're looking to make adjustments down here. Matt?
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Grounded weakly toward third. He's right there. And there's 1 away.
The right fielder, number
Digging
15.
in, Rendell Grichuk. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hit sharply on the ground. Scooped up onto first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home 5th.
The first baseman, number 3.
Now batting, Brendan Drury. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Out in front of it, strike 1. No runs, 4 hits, and 6 errors in the game so far. Yikes. Lifted in the air out to right. Chu has a read on it. And that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said he's been really impressed with how they've hit in at-bats when they fall behind in the count. 5 of their hits have come from those at-bats. And although they don't want to get behind in the count as often, it's a great sign that they're not defeated when they do.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The windup and the 0-1. Line towards center field. Springer is there, and he has it for the first out.
Up next for the Rangers.
Ready for another shot now. Hunter Cole tripled and scored in his last at-bat, and we'll see what he does for a follow-up act here. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. On the ground to the right side. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Now batting.
So 2 away for the Rangers here in the 6th. And that'll bring up the catcher, Robinson Chirinos. Line to the right side, and a little self-preservation down at first as he bottom of the 6th inning now, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Kelvin Gutierrez.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. 1 out now in the Toronto 6th inning. And striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi. First pitch changeup, chopped foul right at the plate for the first strike. So far this season, Mondesi carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Left fielder looking up, still ranging back. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to left. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
At the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Stepping into the box, George Springer. First offering on its way. Smoke toward third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. A run for the Jays on the solo homer. 8, 9, and top of the order coming up to start the 7th. It's now 7-1. Digging in, Nick Solak. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one.
Nick Solak.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ty Tice comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Here's the 0-1. Popped up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Fouled away. Now another 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Digging in, the switch hitter, Anderson Tejeda. No hits to this point. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
They love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Here it comes, 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. There to play it is Springer, and that's out number 2.
The third baseman.
Stepping up now, Matt Duffy. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is taken outside for ball 1. 7 runs on 12 hits and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Drury, he's got it, and the side is retired. Last half of the 7th here, and next it'll be the outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
The left fielder, Teoscar.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Popped high in the air. Santana is camped under this one, and he's got it for the first out. So 1 away now in the Toronto 7th, and in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. To third, fielded cleanly, and that's the second out. So digging in now, Salvador Perez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Swung on and belted to left by Perez. This one's deep, and this one is gone. A home run.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Rendell Grichuk is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
Hey, it's really hard to pitch a gem, and what helps? This guy's first pitch strike percentage, how about 100%? Can't get any better than that.
And that'll get down out there near the wall.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the first baseman, Brandon.
Into the box now, Brandon Drury, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
And he fouls this one off.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Here comes another 0-2. Hit out towards second. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Jays get one back on the solo home run. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's the Rangers 7, the Blue Jays 2. Ready now, Shin-Soo Choo. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. At the plate now is the designated hitter, Willie Calhoun, coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up. No balls and a strike to count. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Your idea of working a count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
And it's fouled away. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So next to the plate for Texas, Danny Santana. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul. Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
Stepping in now, Tyler Naquin. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. And he's able to get there on the line. Standing in, Kelvin Gutierrez. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game open.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing.
Now Springer belts one, carrying well out to left. Cole is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. Next to bat for Toronto, Teoscar Hernandez. He got under one and popped out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Looking up is the left fielder. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 38th home run of the season for him. And that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here. Now here comes the Rangers skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Ripped down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The Blue Jays find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all over the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
Naquin is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. One more look at the big blow for the Blue Jays. Coming to the plate now, Hunter Cole. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Ready with the 0-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Robinson Chirinos. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Springer giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The batter number 50, second baseman.
Riding in once again, Nick Solak. Couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. 2 out, nobody on. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Count remains at 0-2. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
This one's down to third, right to him. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Now batting, shortstop.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And stepping up as the shortstop, Anderson Tejeda. 0-1 the count. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Jose Leclerc is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth. All set for the bottom of the ninth, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher Salvador Perez. Hit out towards second, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. So a runner at first now with nobody out, and the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Stepping up to the plate, Kelvin Gutierrez, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. 2-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. Final strike for the Blue Jays. fouled off. Chris Davis will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 2, Chris Davis.
And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
7-5 how today's comes to an end. Texas wrap up their 20th road win of the season. Chase Anderson earns his 5th winner of the year. Jose Leclerc wraps it up for the save, his 19th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. First for the victorious Rangers, 7 runs on 13 hits, no errors.